Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Diana and in today's video I want to give you a message about the most important thing that you should focus on right now. So I hope that this video will be helpful to you if you currently have too much going on, if there are too many things happening at the same time, or you have too many tasks to attend to. So then you can watch this video, pick your message and see what should be your priority, what is the most important thing for you that could give you the most reward. Or also you could benefit from this video if you currently lack a sense of direction in your life, or you feel confused or a little bit lost or lack clarity. Then hopefully this video will help you get back in touch with yourself, with your goals, with your intentions, and get back on track with that. I will keep the message here short and sweet, and that's the reason why you have more options to choose from. So you have 8 piles of cards, and your job is to first relax, focus on your situation. Also try not to let your mind interfere too much. Try to come to your heart space in order to receive your message. And then once you feel ready, go ahead and pick one of those 8 piles. So this is pile number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, and pile number 8. So once you have picked your pile, take a look at the description box down below for timestamps, and I'll see you at your reading. Hello, this is your message if you picked the first pile, and let's see what you have going on. So the first card for you is the Courage. Then you have the Page of Swords, and you also have Upper World. So the most important thing that you should focus on right now, I think that what is the most important for you at the moment is the ability to stand up for yourself and speak your truth, which will require you to be courageous. I'm really drawn to those colors here. So the blue color in the Page of Swords and the Upper World card, it reminds me of throat chakra. So it is about expressing yourself, about being authentic, and about speaking up and saying what you think, the way you think it, basically speaking your truth. And the Courage card, it really makes sense in this occasion, because sometimes, or even oftentimes, we have suppressed our truth in order to fit in order to comply, and it's actually very hard for us to break out of that confinement, because we are afraid that we would be rejected, or that we could suffer some bad consequences of being our true selves, of showing our true colors, of saying what we actually think and behaving the way that we actually feel like behaving. It is often not the way that we are conditioned, right? So it's definitely very brave of us to do that. But in your case, group number 1, I have a feeling that it is super important for you that you do that you stand up for yourself and say what's on your mind, because there is some greater purpose behind that. With this Upper World card, there is a meaning behind your words and your thoughts, and the world needs them. Of course, you may run into some trouble because of that. Unfortunately, I cannot guarantee that that won't happen. You will definitely pay a price for speaking up, but then you will also pay a price for not speaking up. And this is up to you to decide which price you want to pay for being your true self, for being authentic, and really standing your ground when it comes to something that is important to you, because it does feel that this thing is important to you. It's something that you have bubbling up for a while already. You just don't know how to channel it, how to express it. Or you want to stay silent. And that is the price you pay for suppressing yourself even more, even not letting yourself say what's on your mind. So the Page of Swords here, he is like, he kind of, well, again, judging from the colors, there is this blue from the upper world and those more yellowish colors that are also present on the Courage card. So he's kind of a mediator in this situation. This is your courage, your bravery. So you want to push forth, you want to speak your truth, you want to show yourself, and you are not afraid. And this is that purpose behind your actions and what you say and how you express yourself. You know that this is something that you really care about. This thing really does matter to you, and you know deep down that it is super important that you now take your stand and act, take some action, do something. So you see this posture of the guy in the Page of Swords card. He has his sword lifted up, he's ready to strike, he's alert, he's present, and he has a cause to defend, basically. And he's also ready to engage in arguments, so be prepared for that as well, but don't let that scare you. So whatever is on your mind, group number one, be brave, be courageous, and go ahead with that. That is the most important thing that you should focus on to find your inner peace and balance again. So this is it. I hope that you liked your message, and I hope that it will inspire you to take some action that will turn out to be very beneficial for you, and I'll talk to you soon in my next video. Bye bye. Hello, so this is reading number 2. Let's see, what cards do you have? So the first card for you is creativity. Then you also have the 7 of Pentacles and Wild Woman. So first of all, it's interesting that those symbols in those two cards, the creativity and Wild Woman, for me seems really similar. There are women here on both cards, and it reminds me of really getting in touch with your feminine energy. Either you're a male or a female, but it's definitely creating a strong connection to that feminine side of you, your divine feminine. And when you do that, when you do connect with your feminine energy, then you get access to this magnificent pool of creativity and this wild nature that resides there, and you are able to express yourself creatively, to create art, and it could literally mean being an artist and creating some piece of art through those energies, but more generally it could apply to any area of your life. It's the way you express yourself, the way you your self-image, the way you organize your environment, the way you work, what energies you put into your daily efforts, and so on and so forth. So I think that the most important thing for you, group number 2, to focus on at the moment is this creative side of yours. Being in the flow, being wild, really breaking free from your limitations and also those restrictions that perhaps keep you small, that keep you confined, and that impose some strict rules on how you should behave, what you should think, how you should be, how your life should be. This is definitely not about that. This is about breaking free, creating freely, embracing your femininity, being wild, being a little crazy if that's necessary, but it will bring you to life, and it will really allow those creative juices to flow for you, and some amazing results can come out of that if only you let yourself be in that space, in that energy, and dance around with that. But you also have the Seven of Pentacles card, and this is about longevity, about our long-term goals and projects and efforts, something that we build over time. And given this nature of this card that speaks about long-term and longevity, this could also be about lifestyle. So this could mean several things to you. Perhaps we are talking here about really shifting the way you live. So it really involves your lifestyle, how you approach life, and how you think of yourself in general. So then the message for you is to incorporate those energies more into your life, to make your life more colorful, more artistic, more creative. Let yourself run free, basically. And it is not something you do on weekends or occasionally. It should become something that you do every day. This should become your life. Or also, this could mean that perhaps you are currently working towards a certain goal, or you are currently in a situation that require you to do certain actions, repetitive actions that could be pretty boring and exhausting. And then how you handle that and how you keep going is through introducing those wild and creative energies to that thing. So whatever you are doing, you try to come up with the element of excitement into that. And by approaching differently to those things that you have done repeatedly over and over again, and you just don't feel joy anymore because of that, and you feel bogged down and dull. But by just introducing that color and that energy and that movement and dynamic into that, you can create a new way of looking at that thing, and you can rediscover a new and fresh excitement for that. And that will then help you move on and hold on tight to that if that is something that you need to do right now. So yes, indeed, there is this long-term thing going on. Either it's something that you must do, or it is your lifestyle, or something like that, a situation that really makes you be persistent. These wild and creative forces, your feminine energy that really needs to be present. But at the same time, you see, it becomes grounded by this. So there is this element of earth, which is pretty heavy, which is very long term, and that is how that wild nature is being tamed. So you are not all over the place. You know how to structure your energy, how to turn it into something that brings real benefits both to you and the world and other people. And you are really able to channel your creativity and all this energy through in a way that is really meaningful and creates real results. Okay, so this is the thing that you should focus on. You should think about that. How can you integrate your wilder aspects and this everyday reality to make it all work for you in a very beautiful and inspiring way? So this is your message, group number 2. I hope that you found it helpful, and I'll talk to you soon in my next video. Bye bye. Hello there once again. So this is your message if you picked the third pile, and you have isolation, you have the Three of Pentacles, and you also have Luminous Warrior. Okay, so what is the most important thing that you should focus on, group number 3? Well, it's interesting. The guy in those two cards, it's almost the same person, right? He looks very, they both look very similar. So I will address this person as a single person, basically, one and the same. And I actually think that this is a pretty prominent message for you, group number 3, because this isolation card and the luminous warrior card, they both feel so different. So here you are kind of suppressed, repressed. You've been frozen. Your true energy, your true life force, that all those gifts and talents that you have and that you should share with the world, they have been repressed and frozen, and you are not really in touch with them, and you are not doing much with them because you are kind of frozen inside. And I think that the message for you here is to really melt that ice down and break free from that isolation. That could be a real isolation. You could be like physically isolated in some way, but I think that more often this will point towards your inner isolation. You may be going about your life and living your life without really being present completely. So you project some parts of you outwardly, those parts that you think will be accepted by the society, by your social circles, and so on and so forth. But then there is something about you, something beautiful, something very strong and magnificent that you never let out. Maybe you have lost touch with that. And your message here, that one thing that you should focus on right now, is to get back in touch with your true nature, with that sense of mission and purpose that you have within, and let it shine. Your job is to become that luminous warrior. There is a purpose, there is a mission that you have to embark on, and you know what that mission is if you get in touch with that. And this card, 3 of Pentacles, is all about connecting back to your mission and your life's purpose. Study hard if that's necessary. Learn new things. Learn how to express yourself. Maybe you need to work on something. Maybe that's a real project that you want to put together and then share with the world. Whatever it is that needs to be created, and this avenue that you channel your message through, you must work on that. So here again, he is in isolation, sort of. He is behind walls. He's sitting inside and studying and doing his work. He is isolated. He's not participating in all the events of the outer world, but this isolation is very different from this one, right? So here is this sadness and suppressed creativity and suppressed joy and all those good things. They are frozen. They are basically hidden deep inside. But here, this isolation feels like a safe place to polish those good qualities that have been suppressed here, to magnify them, to work on them, to find ways to make them meaningful, and create a form that will speak to other people and that will convey your message loudly and clearly, because ultimately that is something that you are supposed to do. This is you, this is your true being, your true personality, your true self. And you infuse that true self in everything you do, in every piece of work that you are putting together and sharing with the world. It's very important that you connect with your mission and what it is that you want to get out there, and basically don't be afraid to be who you truly are, to stand up for those things that you believe in, and yes, I want to say, be the change you want to see in the world. So uh, that quote really resonates with this reading and this message. So, group number 3, again, the most important thing to focus on is that message that you hold within that feels so important, but for some reason you have suppressed it. Get back in touch with that. Let your emotions out and find a way to express them and really uncover that strength and that inner warrior, and let him live. Let him be out there and let him be seen. So, okay, this is your message, and I truly hope that you find it inspiring. And take care, and I'll talk to you soon in my next video. Bye bye. Hi, and welcome back, group number 4. This is your message if you picked the 4th pile. And here you have receptivity, the wheel of the year, and the moon. Okay, so when it comes to the most important thing that you should focus on, I think that what you have to understand is that not always you are the active driver of situations and events. And by that I mean that sometimes inaction is more beneficial and will bring much better results than actively trying to manifest something or to fix something or to find solution to things and make your goals and achieve your goals, trying to achieve your goals. Because well, the receptivity card and the moon, they are they feel very feminine in nature. And what is true about feminine energy is that it's very passive, but it's not passive in a sense that there is no movement, no motion there. No, it's not the way the feminine energy represents itself. Instead, it's very allowing, and that is the key word, allow. Go with the flow and be open to things to come to you. The moon speaks about cycles. So there is the right time and the right place for everything. And in order for you to be successful, you must line up with that right timing. So there is time to start things. There is time to work hard on things. There is also time to finish things. And then there is time to release and let go and rejuvenate. And it is very natural, it flows very naturally. And if you want to be in balance and really in touch with those more universal energies that will set you up for success, then you really live along those cycles. You also have the wheel of the year here, which is basically the wheel of fortune. And for me, in this reading, this card indicates that there is something coming to you and that the window of opportunity will soon open up for you. And your job is to not push it, but stay open and receptive so that you can notice when that opportunity is now available to you, when the time is right, and then is the right time when you take action. Indeed, group number 4, this is very important in your case, that you allow things to happen. You don't rush anything, and you take a step back and work on your energy, on how you feel about yourself and this thing that you want to manifest, because it's very open to stay relaxed and calm and to really be okay with the way life is, because then you will be in that energy you need to be in order to become a match to this wonderful opportunity that is currently coming your way with this card. it's very cyclical in nature. The moon card, the wheel of the year. So indeed, there are times when new possibilities are opening up, when you can really engage in action. And there are other times when it's better for you to take a step back and to rest and relax. So if you feel low on energy, if you feel tired, don't keep pushing forward. Take a step back, relax, and find a way to balance yourself internally. Do things that bring you joy, and basically try to get rid of stress and things that exhaust you. And that is how you will be able to line up with new things, new beautiful opportunities that are coming your way. And this is something that you should focus on. It could be a bit counterintuitive because this is kind of letting go of the focus even. It feels like that. You just don't focus on anything, you focus on your well-being. And that is how you focus on the most important thing. But yes, this is your message. This is how it is. And I hope that you will be able to do that, to find that inner balance and stay open and alert at the same time to receive what you deserve and what you want to receive. So this is your message. I hope that you found it helpful, and I'll talk to you soon in my next video. Bye bye. Hi, so this is reading number 5, and this is a message for you if you picked the 5th pile. And your cards are, so, clinging to the past, 9 of Pentacles, and the smoky mirror. Well, I think that the most important thing for you to focus on is trying to differentiate between what is real and what is not real. Because it does seem by this message that you could be confusing your actual reality with something that has happened to you in the past, or perhaps your expectations or your hopes and wishes that you are kind of trying to project on what is, but then it is not really the truth, at least not yet. That's the message of the smoky mirror, and also this clinging to the past. You can see that this person here, they are occupied with all this going on in their heads. So this could symbolize their past experiences, their conditioning, their limiting beliefs, and whatever they are creating inside that box. But they are not seeing this shiny cup at the background, the reality and what they are truly after, and what would truly make them happy. So you must be very careful, group number 5, to be able to distinguish between the smoke in the mirror and your true reflection. And how you do that, you focus on what you have here and now and what is real. The 9 of Pentacles is very much about the physical realm, the physical reality, the tangible world, and it is all about wealth and also luxury and value. So if you want something, try not to overshadow this need or desire of yours with your thoughts and expectations and maybe some ideals that will never be true. You must be grounded in reality in order to make things happen and in order to fulfill your desires. Focus on what's real, on what you have already now. So if you are looking, for example, for abundance, how you are abundant right now in this very moment. What is it that you find highly valuable in your life right now. Don't think about the future when you will have all those fancy and exciting things, or don't also think about the past when perhaps you had something that you have lost now or that is no longer there for you. But really be present, come back to the present moment, come back to your body and feel the sensation in your body at this very moment, and ask yourself, what is the value that I am living in right now? What is the value that I am creating right now at this very moment? And that is how you will start to shift your attention and your perspective onto that which is real and which will actually help you create real results in your life, as opposed to that smoke, that illusion that is clouding your vision and preventing you from getting what you truly want. So this is definitely an important message for you, group number 5, and something that you should really focus on. Try to find the real stuff. Try to focus on the reality. And it may require you to work through those limiting beliefs and maybe also letting go of your expectations, your old self, the way you have used to live. Something about that no longer serves you, and actually you stay poor, you stay in this lack mentality when you focus on that, and when you keep perpetuating those thoughts in your head and those illusions in your head. When you live in that, you actually miss out on the true wealth that is right here waiting for you to notice it and to take action on it. But you don't see it yet. You are looking on that smoke, and you are still living in this bubble of false perceptions and assumptions about something. Don't let that prevent you from getting ahead and receiving what you need and want the most at the moment. Okay, so do focus on the reality. Let go of the smoke, let go of the illusions and assumptions, and I think you will be pretty satisfied. So this is your message. I hope that you found it helpful, and I'll talk to you soon in my next video. Bye bye. Hello and welcome back. So this is message number 6, and let's see what cards do you have. So the first one is New Vision. Then you have the Page of Pentacles, and you also have the Beloved. Well, I think that the most important thing that you should focus on is your new vision. And this Beloved card makes me think about your passion and something that you are really falling in love with. This could be an actual romantic relationship if we are looking at this card in a more literal sense, but this could also be about your life's purpose, about your passion, about something that you really believe in, and something that makes you very, very excited and creates that sense of belonging, something you want to commit to your life's path, the unity that you can create internally with yourself by getting back in alignment with that higher calling that you have for this life, and your vision. There is something about that perspective on your vision that currently is shifting or is in need of shifting for you at the moment. This is about starting to live a life that is more meaningful for you. Group number 6. This is sort of transcending that mundane existence where you are simply repeating certain actions and doing certain things without really knowing what is the meaning behind that, what's the purpose of all that. Currently, you should focus on changing that and figuring out how to bring more of that value and meaning into your daily efforts, into your life, and how that will change yourself and your life, and what change is about to come through that. And what you focus on is grounding that vision and that passion into the reality and taking real concrete steps to make it work and to make it happen and to express your purpose. You don't necessarily have to worry too much about figuring out what is your purpose exactly if you don't know that yet. Because it is more about living it and about creating it. And you do it by having this Page of Pentacles attitude. And this is a student. This is somebody who keeps learning new things and who is very diligent and hardworking, and who has this attitude of being open to learning and studying and basically gathering new skills and building up their mastery so that they can turn their visions and their dreams into something that is real. Basically, they embody their vision. They embody their passion by improving themselves, by learning, by expanding their horizons, and by also increasing that area of new opportunities that are coming to them because of that. By every single step they are taking along the way, they open new and new doors of opportunity, and so they keep growing, they keep developing themselves, and really they are on their way of achieving mastery over something. And this is that thing that you should focus on, the most important thing for you at the moment. This could be about, as I said, about actual romantic relationship or a person in your life, and perhaps you want to take your relationship on a next level. Then this is definitely something that you should do, and you should create a new vision for that relationship. Or again, this could be about your life's path, your career, your vocation, something that you do with your life, how you make your living, or even if you want to live a greater cause and contribute more or create more value and receive more value, then definitely focus on taking those actual steps to get there, to become that person who can actually embody that vision and express that passion. So indeed, this is your message, group number 6. Get in touch with your vision, get in touch with your passion, and then do the work that is necessary to turn those into real results. This is the most important thing to focus on right now for you. Okay, I hope that you found this message helpful, and I'll talk to you soon in my next video. Bye bye. Hi there again, group number 7. So this is your message if you picked the pile number 7, and let us see what you have going on. So you have intensity, then you have the 7 of Cups and the medicine wheel. Well, what is the most important thing for you to focus on right now? Well, it does seem that with this 7 of Cups card, you could actually have several or even many things to focus on potentially. Perhaps you want to achieve several goals, or maybe you have several desires that you would like to realize, or basically there are several good things that are currently going on for you, and that could be precisely why you feel confused, because you kind of want all of them, or at least as many as you can have. But it also makes you a bit stuck and unable to take action because you may be spreading yourself too thin with all those opportunities, and it could be hard or challenging for you to make up your mind and decide which one of those things is the right one and the real one for you. And definitely this intensity card is advising you to pick one thing and become super focused on that one thing, because that is actually how you will create the best results at the moment. If you focus on one project at a time, and if you dedicate all of yourself, if you put all your attention and energy into that one thing, you will be able to make very good progress with that and actually get somewhere with that project. And your biggest challenge here is, how do you pick the one thing that is the right one for this action, for this intensity that you should be putting into that thing? And the answer here is this, the medicine wheel. This is basically a concept of life review, of taking a look at your past and where have you been, what have you experienced, what lessons have you learned in the past. Then it's also about assessing your present situation. So what is currently going on in your life? How do you feel about yourself at the moment? Then it's looking into the future and asking yourself, what is that direction that I want to take in the future, and what do I want to create for myself in the future? And by assessing your life in that way, you can actually see maybe your past mistakes, and maybe you can start to notice some patterns that repeat themselves and something that you have stumbled upon multiple times. And then you can start to ask yourself, is this something that I want to repeat? Is this a lesson that I still need to learn? Or am I ready to move on to something new? Perhaps you want to create new results and achieve something that you have never had in your life. And that will require you to find new approach to things and act in a different way. It will require to change in some way in order for you to become a match to that new reality that you are looking forward to have. And through this assessment, you then evaluate your current options and all those goals or desires or projects that you have available to you at the time, and you see which of those options fall under the category of, yes, this is the same pattern that I will keep repeating, and probably I will produce the same results that I have already produced in the past. Or perhaps there are some options, or that one special option that will actually enable you to shift something about your energy and create new results, new existence for yourself. And the decision that you make and that one thing you pick and focus on intensely will be in accordance with how you feel in your heart, what is the most valuable for you, what you need the most right now. Do you need to go through the same lesson again, or are you ready to move on to something new? And maybe you are ready to move on to the next level, whatever it is for you at this moment. So this is something that you should be focusing on right now. The advice here is that you don't focus on all those things at once, because then you will simply create more confusion and you won't be satisfied with what you are getting out of that. Pick one thing in accordance with your life review, and then give all of yourself to this one thing that you have chosen. So this is your message, group number 7. I hope that you found it helpful, and I'll talk to you soon in my next video. Take care and bye-bye. Hi and welcome back. So this is message number 8, the final message. And your cards are the following. So you have flowering. You also have the 3 of Cups and Earth. What draws my attention here is all those flowers in this card and here in the 3 of Cups. And also the Earth. So this is definitely about nature, about embracing the beauty of nature, about looking at the flowers, about stopping to smell the roses and really enjoying that energy that is brought to us by being in touch with nature. And for you, I think that the most important thing that you should focus on at the moment is definitely getting back in touch with nature. And in a very literal sense, go out there, go for a hike, maybe work in a garden if you have one. You could also bring some plants into your home environment. Basically, do whatever you feel like and whatever you need to do in order to have more of that connection. And this is also in many ways about enjoying yourself and about finding ways to feel good in your own body with this flowering card. Because we, as physical beings, we are also a part of nature, and we are living on this earth, and we are a part of that. And so this is in many ways about nurturing yourself, nurturing your body, and by that also nurturing your soul. So indeed, I'm thinking about all those perhaps beauty procedures that help you feel relaxed. Having a massage, for example, or upgrading something in your appearance, basically doing whatever you need to feel good about yourself. And then the third element of that is enjoying a nice company. So this is about that gathering of people that you enjoy, being in the presence of those people that really bring you joy and make you feel good, and having some good time together, maybe having a drink or two and laughing together and basically feeling good. So your message is all about wellness, about feeling good, and about making sure that you attend to your senses, your physical sensations, and stimulate them in any way that you find enjoyable for yourself, in any way that brings pleasure and joy and also happiness to you. So this is your most important thing that you should focus on. It's absolutely wonderful because you don't have to do anything. You don't have to work hard, and there are no specific problems that you should solve at the moment. So if you feel maybe tired or exhausted or overworked at the moment, do take some time and schedule those activities for yourself. Maybe book an appointment with some beauty salon, or go for a walk, or invite your girlfriends over and have a chat about funny things, about nothing and about everything. Be out in nature more, breathe in that fresh air, and do whatever you can to make yourself feel good physically. Nurture your body, rejuvenate your spirit. Eat healthy and delicious food, maybe cook more and eat homemade meals more. It could be also about introducing some more long-lasting changes in your lifestyle and being more responsible when it comes to choosing the way you live. Maybe, again, paying attention to the food you eat, what is the source of the food, and what are your daily habits and how you are taking care of the earth and the future generations to come. So it could even go to that you become more responsible in the way you live. So then this message could be about changing your lifestyle in general. But if this is just something that you need right now to relax and rest and rejuvenate, then do it. Give yourself those off days when you are able to engage in all those nice activities, in this nice company, in those nice surroundings, and just make yourself feel good. Okay, so this is your message, the most important thing that you should focus on, group number 8. I hope that you find this message helpful, and I'll talk to you soon in my next video. Bye bye.